Hello, my dear IELTS learners. You all feel little difficult regarding this test. Yes, it is a foreign language test, and most of the questions which are going to ask in this test is regarding your personal skills and some of your language skills. Nothing but about your knowledge or your subject. So need not bother about it if you have studied in English medium. People who has already dealt English medium and they came through the streams of English, they do not feel it much difficult. If you feel it difficult, there are certain methods to overcome your fear, your developing your confidence, etc. This all possible only by the constant practice. So, my dear aspirants of IELTS, you people should be little bit careful about this test. Your careless can lead sometimes your down points. If you want to get a band of 8, most of the IELTS aspirants should take care of listening, speaking, reading, and writing skills. These are like any other examinations. It is the skill testing examination. IELTS is a self confidence and the fluency testing of your language. Most of the native speakers of English, they feel it very easy to conversate in English, but yes, per we people, the Indians, you have different languages. Many languages are there in our country, and your mother tongue is also different. So this mother tongue influence sometimes intrude in your language. It obstacles sometimes your way of speaking, listening, and even reading. The intonation, stress, etc. All these things will varies. So I hope that it is very gradual, easily, constant practice can relieve you from all these difficulties. So, my dear friends, you have first you take only one part of the test, not everything at a time. Listening test only you have to practice. You take some notes. You yourself sometimes, whenever you get free time and your leisure time, you utilize. And nowadays, media is available. The device is with you. You can use the device, your mobile phone. You can record a passage, and later take the questionnaire related to the passage. You listen the text which you recorded already, and try to answer the questions given based on the passage. This is one method. Or else you can get a lot of text from online. Number of texts you can get from online. These passages you have to get downloaded, and these downloaded passages you have to practice with the help of audio clip. When you listen a lot of texts from various native speakers, you feel it comfortable, and first there would be some teething troubles. These troubles can be overcome by constant regular practice. You don't think that it is a very difficult. It's very easy if you have regular practice. You need not even take any course from anybody. You can directly you can practice of your own, taking copying certain text from somewhere, audio clips downloading, and regular practice you have to do. And with the people who are able to speak English, from them you should speak and practice. These both will help you to listen. And moreover, while listening, you should be very sharp or acute in listening. Your attention and concentration can give you the most effective answering of the questions, and the time limit can be reduced. There is a time limit. Within the time, you should be able to answer all the questions. When you answer all the questions, the listening part, only once the audio clip is played, when you listen this clip in advance, you have to read the questions what is given to you. These questions, read and understand, comprehend the meaning of these questions first. If you understand the questions, when you listen, your mind, you have to go through all the questions at a time, because sometimes from the audio clip you will get the last questions answer first, or the middle, or somewhere. This is not sequentially arranged. The questions are not sequentially arranged by the speaker's conversation or the audio clip. So you should be a little bit careful about it. So this is about listening test. With the regular and slow practice, you can achieve this test of listening. Second one is speaking test. Most of the people, they feel it difficult to speak. Speaking is two types. First is the introduction part. The introduction part is yourself, speaking about yourself, and developing a rapport between the communicator, the interviewer, and yourself. It's very convenient, and take it as a easy, and it is not nothing new for you. This is like conversating with your common friend regularly, how you are introducing when you joined in college, how you introduced. The same way you have to introduce here about yourself, your family, your interests, your hobbies, and what are the strengths and weak points, etc. And all these things you can explain as a part of introduction. Later, there will be a cue card, that is a card will be given to you. This card, based on this card, a topic is there in the card, and certain questions based on the topic in the card, they will give you. The you can take just 1 minute time, a minute. Within a minute's time, if you want, you can note down certain points which you are going to speak within 1 minute of time. Just gather sequentially what are the points you are going to speak. Soon after getting all the points, need not get worried about what should I speak and all. This is only the language proficiency test. Your language is going to be tested, so you need not fear anything. Some of the candidates, they are scared about speaking. Before speaking itself, they decided, I commit any mistake. If I commit any mistake, what the interviewer will think about me? Yet I am lacking behind the fluency of English. Fluency is nothing but slow and gradual speaking with correct intonation and rhythm, where there is a rise and falling intonations and stress. Everything we should keep properly, and the punctuation marks should correctly follow. This is called fluency. Most of the candidates, IELTS aspirants, they confuse and they misunderstand sometimes what is the fluency means. Non-stop speaking, it's nothing at all. You have to just follow the rules of English, language grammatical rules you have to follow, and especially intonation, stress, and punctuation marks you should observe while speaking. Ideas should be clearly delivered in front of the interviewer. The interviewer will observe your way of speaking and whether you are speaking fluently and connecting the sentences sequentially, orderly about the given topic. You need not wait for any ideas, and especially the most of the students, they use the translation method. This method is not at all advisable. You should not translate. If you translate, there will be a problem. That is, while translating one sentence to another sentence, there will be some gap. This gap will collapse your mind, and you may lose your confidence. So please don't try for that. Try to think in English. Your idea should be brought in English, and try to deliver it into English. This is the best method for speaking. Most of the topics are the common topics which we get from our surroundings. These topics, after getting these topics, you have to start very slowly, gradually. The interviewer must get grasped by your talent and skill, uh, nothing to worry, tensions, nervousness, everything you breathe out, you come to the point. This is possible only when you have a regular practice before going to the examination. Even though you have practiced a lot, sometimes you may get confused in the examination hall. It's quite common. Most of the students, because being in the examination hall, there will be lot of tensions and nervousness and embarrassment sometimes. These all the things can be evaded. It can be avoided by regular practice. Even when you are free, you have to feel that I am sitting in front of an interviewer. You take a topic, one particular topic surrounded by you. About the topic regularly you speak. Daily take a one or two topics, practice it, speaking practice. If you have any kind of problem in speaking and you are unable to assess yourself, you can just record your speech, what you are speaking, and listen your defects, your demerits, you can solve yourself. Or else in front of the mirror you can stand and you can practice the speech. You depend a mirror, a big mirror will be in front of the mirror. You just stay there and your gestures, your way of speaking, everything you practice. You should remember that when you speak, you should be stable and stubborn on the topic which is given to you, and you sit freely in the chair which is given to you. Most of the students, they feel discomfort and they are uncomfortable sitting in the chair, and their ideas will be blocked altogether. So, my dear learners, my dear aspirants, this is the best method of speaking. You should practice taking the small topics from your surroundings, that is about your family, about the person who love most, the sports or games which you play most, the institutions where you attended last, and what are the qualities in your best friend you love. These types of topics they ask. These topics all you just try to gather, and every day you practice, and you can record some of the speeches of your own and rectify the mistakes. These kinds of possibilities you have to utilize. You need not depend on anybody. It's a gradual process. Already you have learned English for many years. Even though you feel a little bit of discomfort in the field of IELTS, because it is a foreign language test. So, my dear friends, you, without any kind of deviations, keep clear attention always the work what you are doing, and practice for some time. Be away from your house members, and in a separate room you sit calmly, quietly, solemnly. You have to do this work. Then your practice will gradually become fruitful, and I hope that you people can achieve 8 bands. It is very easy. So in this video, these two things, one is listening and speaking. How to achieve, how can we speak ourselves, and how it is possible to get 8 bands. I told you this method. If you follow and you send me your report, your comments. If anything wrong, let us meet again in the next video. I hope that you will follow it. You can achieve your target of 8 bands. All the best and success for your IELTS.